So guys, taking into account the changes in the fourth revision of the IATF COVID response, one of the issues is about organizations that have a recertification audit coming up. How has the fourth edition addressed the timing of that recertification audit? Niall?
In this fourth revision is that instead of undertaking the recertification audit minimum of 120 days before the expiry, the extended expiry date of the certificate, the IATF have said that that recertification audit, within reason, takes place at any point up to the expiry date, the extended expiry date of the certificate, but with sufficient time to allow non-conformity management and a certification decision. So it's not prescribing that that time has to be 120 days now. It's saying the certification body and the client must agree a time before the certificate expiry, but with sufficient time to manage any non-conformities and for the certification body to make a decision about recertification.
So Devin, if an organisation then cannot accept an on-site audit for their recertification audit, which is directly linked to the COVID pandemic, before the extended expiry date of their certificate, is there any other option for the organisation? Is monitoring possible for a recertification audit?
No, monitoring is not possible for a recertification audit.
So if the organisation cannot have an on-site visit before the extended expiry date of their certificate, what would be the consequences?
The certificate would be withdrawn.
And if they wanted to come back into the scheme after the pandemic, how would that be dealt with by the certification body?
So there's nothing in this document that describes that. There are some variable factors, but generally, if they were coming straight back in after COVID-19 with a sort of minimal gap between with certificate expiry and the new cycle, then it's likely that would be, they would not have to go through a stage 1 audit, but they would just go straight to the initial stage 2 audit. Right. The other thing, Paul, that it's worth just pointing out on recertification audits as they stand in revision 4, that ability to undertake the recertification audit close to the extended certificate expiry date is only applicable for those organisations that cannot accommodate an on-site recertification audit in line with their normal recertification audit timing. So this flexibility on recertification audit timing is only applicable to those sites that are affected by COVID-19.
Right. So to summarise then, the recertification audit should be undertaken as it was originally scheduled. But if there is issues with the COVID pandemic where the auditor cannot get to site, through the fourth revision, IATF have introduced some more flexibility in the scheduling of that recertification audit. As Devin explained, if the recertification audit cannot happen on site before the extended expiry date of the organization's certificate, unfortunately the organization would lose the certification, but maybe we'll see more direction in the future about how organizations like that get back into the IATF scheme and regain their certification. So I guess on that one, it's watch this space. So thank you for the input on that recertification discussion.